Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Go. 120! 57 to Mike. Hey. Mike's 57's Mike.
On first down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing now is Wentz. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, pass complete here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for another Jacksonville first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's our time, guys. Hey, forward, Tokyo! 57.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, D. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. All day, baby, all day. Mike's 59.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get ready. Get ready. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Switch. Check it out.
Now Taylor throwing again. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. 56. Mike, 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. That complete to Lamar Miller. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
At the 30-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Tighten up.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
56. Mike 50. So we got man. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. You ain't.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Oh, nice move.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. Waiting. This 5-7.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Shit.
Hey, stand. He's coming.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz being chased out left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Great 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he completes it to Hunt. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Wentz again. He'll find Metcalf. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On the ground with a fullback Burton. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watch the run, watch the run. Jack!
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Check 24. Check safety. Watch the safety creep. Check 52. What? Go. Bump. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
They'll run for it. Peterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 50. Coming to you. Mike's 50. Coming. Go. Slam.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Hey, let's get him home. Mike 50,
Now Taylor on first down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wentz to throw again. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Waiting.
Mike 54. Bring it. Bring it.
Great 57.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Yo.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Again, it's Wentz. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready, ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Taylor. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. From the gun, it's Taylor. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Wentz. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Sweetie!
59.
Get that quarterback, G-Line! Get that...
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This is taken at the 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
56 is the mic. Gosh, 56. Mike.
Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's caught by OBJ. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
56 is Mike. 56 is the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Wentz. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
64, win.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's get it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, empty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, it's Taylor. It's caught. Humphries. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
And the Buccaneers first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Let's go. Come on. Hey.
Throwing now is Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Jump. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check.
The 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
We want it. Come to my world. Tighten up. Check 31. Shift. Watch the eye.
Taylor to throw, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He completes it to Henry. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Wentz. And it's complete. Henry. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Let's go,
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
To throw is Wentz. He completes it to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Let's pull me.
Check.
2 Jack.
54.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Block 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full straight.
They'll run on first down. Hunt, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Mike
54.
Hey, Steve 6.
54, right there.
Wentz to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.